Yeah.
Okay, so you were trying to get that
She picking
third
on you.
bid for the windows.
Oh,
Did
I
you have
have,
a
let me
bid?
go grab those. I didn't get the third one, but let me get you the two.
Okay,
before we
all
get
right,
them.
that'll work.
Hey,
Yeah, the windows.
So
and
we're
doors.
gonna make a motion to purchase that,
While we're in the middle of
yeah,
that
whatever in the middle. of
topic.
the topic.
Let me get you some better than
Oh, and then
Yeah,
business.
let's move it into new business and go there,
$800.
just so we're official.
Under the-
I would put it above that. It's a vendor.
Vendor, B-I-N-D-E-R.
Right above closed session.
Oh, we're gonna have-
Wow, that was fast.
The other place I called, and I was gonna call today to ask them again, but I've literally called them for 2 weeks to leave me an email and they haven't. So I sealed those, signed them, dated them, and
Okay.
What's that?
so they're all sealed up. That's for the garage door windows,
Okay.
so, but the other place, I said I've called them twice, said the email me on, they didn't, so that's what we're with, is those two.
So we putting that by vendor lift on the agenda? Open them then or open
And
them
are
now?
is their turnaround time pretty good if we,
To get it?
yeah, do
Oh.
the windows? to get
All the windows, I didn't ask them turnaround time, I mean,
Okay.
obviously, it's weather dependent, but for me, I don't care if they're gonna be there and open the doors, open the doors, put the windows in, we'll be fine. I'll
Okay.
shut the heat off.
We're replacing the windows or are we replacing?
And-
What we have in our garage doors, we don't have any windows.
Yeah.
And it
We're
sounds
doing
so
full
simple.
panels.
Full panels,
Do
that
they have
would
to be
be,
made or they stop?
it sounds like they're stocked, but, and then they're gonna leave the old panels here, which is great, it's just, we're gonna have to stick them out back somewhere, and I don't know if there's room in that trailer we got. Hate to leave them outside, I mean, it's nice in case. In the history of this building, we've only shorted off one door of the truck. So,
Only one.
only the bottom one, but, yeah, we just don't have any windows, and as simple as it sounds, you know, in the winter time, it's just, it's nice being able to see outside what's going on and have some light. Once things settle down, I'm gonna call consumers and have them come in and look around.
Yep.
I'll work on that for you, for the lights.
Yeah.
But, 'cause they were here, but I just don't remember when they were here last, so.
And did you get a chance to talk about that, GSCI?
Yes, I did.
Okay, perfect.
We got that all figured out, so.
So we can add that,
So we're gonna put these with the vendor, after.
That's fine, yeah, I'm glad you said something, because I forgot all about it. I know I have a list here, and
Excellent.
I know we were waiting on that third one and it just didn't
I
seem
was
like it
gonna
was
call him
coming.
in today, but I've called him 2 or 3 times, I'm like, what's wrong? Mid-Michigan Garage Door. 3 times I called him, and
Yeah,
they're,
well,
they're local, I tried to keep it, I mean, Delta Doors, who put those doors in, and the other one is M&R, who always comes out and fixes their stuff. M&R's been really good to us, because usually when we call them, it's the fire station, they break somebody loose right away and get out here and fix it for us. I don't know about Delta, we've always, I don't know why we ended up with M&R. M&R's bid, I think if you read, it's a little bit different, just because I asked them about maintenance. I think we should have yearly maintenance on the doors. Why wait till they break? Why can't they come out here and check hinges and do everything
Yeah.
else before? So we
Absolutely.
can add that to one of our yearly things that we do. It's not gonna be that much, but it sure is a lot better to have the door fall off in our $700 fire truck.
Did we get the maintenance on the generator done?
We don't have a maintenance agreement on the generator, so we're gonna have to call Generac or Escon, whoever put it in, and ask them about
Escon
it.
put it in.
So,
But we
I have
need-
paperwork over there that they brought it here, but nobody signed it or did anything with it, so.
We need to get that maintenance done though, and that's just general maintenance.
Well, they gotta change the oil, check it out. You know,
Yeah.
It starts every day like it's supposed to, but I have the paperwork for it, so we can get it out and revisit that. Like I said, it was here, it's just nobody ever, it never went any farther than.
Yeah, because we don't need the power going out, and you can't get the doors up.
What was happening? It happened
Well, oh,
They
there's
don't have
not.
manual?
We do. We can get them up manually. That's it. They're happy.
you just gotta call Brian.
No, there's no change. You
I
gotta push them up.
got 200 and then, no, not 200. Yeah, 200. I got a lot of customers where I work. And we get them, usually get them checked quarterly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what at the airport, when I worked at the fire station there, our maintenance guys check them at least twice a year, all the time. So
I would ask that we put the
Huh?
Generac maintenance on along with the fire department, receiving of the bids, the vendor lift, and put Generac maintenance so that this can be done, so they don't have to question,
Yeah.
does it have to be
I'll
approved?
call Escon for you tomorrow.
Because it just has to be done.
Give us a bid.
Yeah.
We don't want surprises, we don't need surprises.
No, I got it.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
Is that all?
That's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Set the fire department report, next Parks and Recreation.
I don't know that we have anything specific to add at this time.
The only thing we have to get is we do have to still get that handicap bathroom at the end of the road, and then it's a 50-50 responsibility of Fraser Township. But that is something that I know has to happen. Because if it don't happen, can't do a final disbursement until 100% of the bills and 100% of what's in that print is accomplished. There is no final disbursements. Just
Do
saying.
you follow up on that?
I'm gonna call Sonovia, I can tell them to put a handicapped latrine down there, period.
Well, make sure that that's what they, because I thought they were doing something a little more permanent, but maybe not.
No, we can't until we have the sewer.
Oh, gotcha,
Once we can get the sewer thing put together for North Beach, then we'll have flush toilets.
okay.
But until then, we
So I don't know
cannot.
if this has to do with Parks and Recreational report, but we will be having a community get-together on December 18th, a tree lighting here at the township. So we plan to, if the weather prevails, have a new fire truck out there and.
They can take me in the cold.
Hot cocoa.
The boys and girls will have them out there for you. I'll be gone that day, but, and there's some of our crews on there who cook cookies and whatever, so.
Awesome.
Most of them are cooking cooks. I have to stay away from a couple of them. Not high issues, that's good for that.
Hall report? No hall report? Bills for approval.
Make a motion to accept the payroll.
A second. Roll call vote. Yes.
Okay. Cruz, yes. Whalen,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Duchesne.
Yes.
Okay, bills.
Motion to accept the bills as was presented and reviewed on those that were not on the report, but yet were oversaw, we documented, and those are also approved.
Second that
I'll
motion.
second.
Oh, yeah, that's a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Third.
Brian said second
Okay.
too. Everybody was just dying for that second.
Brad, real quick.
Did you-
That, remember they sent me an invoice for that stuff I got for the grant, so I don't look for it in the credit card thing. They sent me an invoice to the email, so all I gotta do, I'm gonna take a picture of that stuff tomorrow, send the invoice in, and then you should see a disbursement coming from them to pay us
Okay.
back.
Okay,
So,
perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
That is including the ones not added to the list.
Correct, I just put it as what's on the report plus the additional that I
Okay.
mentioned.
Thank you.
Communicate, roll call on the bills.
Pam Cruz, yes. Whalen,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Eddie.
Yes. So we have a building report. I guess I'm gonna start out by letting the public know how special Calhoun Township is in the building and zoning department. We lead the entire state out of all government entities for violations to do with FEMA and building zone violations. So it's not much to be proud of with what's been going on. We are gonna try to clean those up. I've talked with Eagle. It's gonna be a battle. They are not messing around with us. This is no game. But from here on out, we're gonna be very proactive on all of our building approaches. We have many people who wanna bring developments and projects to our community. But we have to ask them to do it in the right way, and it starts with us doing things in the right way. We have not been doing things in the right way, and it's caused so much stress the last week, I cannot even begin to tell you. This is a total embarrassment. We faced a lot of things in this transition, but this is probably the top. This beats 2 garbage bags of shredded documents, emails deleted, no phone, computer, you name it. This 52 violations, it tops everything up.
Nobody knew?
What's that?
Nobody knew about it?
A
No,
deceased
well,
man.
if it was known, there was, according to Eagle, who's been dealing with the past administration, nobody's tried to fix what's been going on. So what we're gonna do is have a proactive approach. We have a lot of low lands within our township. That does not mean you cannot build. It means that we need elevation certificates. So I have contacted Apex to get a rough idea of what a citizen would need to do this. We can't just build. We can't just have a secretary at the front that takes money for permits and zoning. So we need to do things right. It's just been one of those things where when it comes to one thing after another, we have faced no inspector when we took over. You know, this administration took over, no zoning administrator. So when it comes down to it, the proper protocol from here on out is it's got to pass zoning first. And you are not allowed to put dirt before a building permit. So that's the biggest thing I want everybody to know. If you want to hear it from the DEQ or Eagle, I got it. No dirt before a building permit. It's already been happening. We have a couple variances going on within this township for December 19th. I'm not saying people can't do things, but people have to take the right steps. You can't just jump and leave. You have to come into our office. This administration will work with you through the entire process. We do not want to look like we look right now. We want you to be able to build. We want you to be able to do all your dreams to your properties, but you have to abide by our rules, the state's rules, and the federal rules. So there has been a lot of inquiries on building permits. So we're halting some of it, just not at a total halt, but we're proceeding slowly. I'm just gonna let everybody know that. Bear with us, but we need to do things by the book. So therefore this month, we only had mechanical permits, electrical permits, plumbing permits. Our zoning administrator is currently working on multiple building permits, but then it has to go to the building official. Our new building official is phenomenal. Everybody should be very proud of both people we hired for zoning and building. So with that, that is my building report, so that you guys understand what we've had to deal with a little bit here. Now,
For note's sake, Apex was contacted.
Apex was contacts regarding elevation certificates. Elevation certificates, if you're in a floodplain, you will be able to build in a floodplain, but you'll have to build at the floodplain level or higher. So just because a lot of these houses out by the beach or throughout our township, that don't mean you can't build. But there's vents and flow hazards where sometimes they might want your water to flow in and flow out freely. So that's a big problem with what we've allowed in this township. And to do with that, I think these are simple fixes, but it starts here. It starts here. I have talked with some other people who want to build. I told them right off the bat, don't think I don't want you to build. We do want you to build. This isn't, but it's going to be $800 to $1,000 for most elevation certificates. So it's not a deal breaker, but it's to do things right so we don't, I guess, you got to feel really lucky to be number one in this state, but that's not what we should feel, you know? I mean, when I asked him how close is second place isn't even close, guys. We lead by a long shot. So with that, I'll give you the next report. Steve Gray, our zoning administrator, is at Fraser Township tonight. He will be at every township meeting after this. But due to the wind and solar fight right now, he's up there representing that fight he's passionate about. So he wrote this: "Good evening, Caucallan residents. The first 2 weeks have been busy trying to build process that won't repeat yesterday's failures. We have 52 FEMA violations to clean up. I've started to look at blight as well as existing zoning violations around the township. I have received calls already on blight, businesses and residential areas, and the idea of cleaning up our M13 corridor through Caucallan Township. I will look forward to working towards a better Caucallan Township. God blessings, Steve Gray, zoning administrator." So with that, that's the communications we got, other than we did receive resignations from the planning commission, Gary Roof and Patrick Rokas. There may be a third, but I've not had any correspondences back with them, unless you guys can verify the third.
I did not personally hear, but I
So we
was
did not
told
hear,
as
but-
planning commission trustee and liaison that we had Gary Roof, Pat Rokas, and Cynic, is what I was told. The co-chair is who informed me of Cynic's resignation.
So, just so that everybody's aware of what has been going on and is going on within the township communication-wise.
I did get one comment handed to me today by a resident along the corridor of M13, says we should consider doing sprucing up Kaufhound's quarter holiday style. And so between now and December 31st, people decorate, clean up, make M13 look better, and then maybe consider doing a first, second, and third recognition on December 23rd. I actually thought it was a pretty neat idea.
Yeah.
It's not a whole bunch of money, but, it's been, the weather's been quite remarkable, other than snow and rain.
So, given the kind of where we're at with these communications, I'd like to make a comment as well, if that's all right. Obviously, we've alluded to the fact that, or directly said, this was not a good transition. It's been very rough for all of us. We've put in a lot of hours. I mean, if you go by, the lights are on, all kinds of hours, because we're here trying to figure some stuff out. And I just want to say, the fire department, they have been great.
You can be both your sleeves.
Whatever it takes.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that said, we have had a lot of support coming from places such as the fire department and helping us out when we're bogged down. We lost the front desk receptionist, so here we are trying to figure it out. The phone's ringing off the hook, and and Steve's been great about, I'll just grab it. Thank you, because we don't have a free hand. It's been incredibly helpful to have that support. I want to tell you that the people that are sitting up here, that all of us have had the opportunity to really reinforce our commitment to this. Everybody has been here. We've tried to help one another, tried to support each other's positions, helping one another kind of figure things out, who to contact, where to call, what a password might be. I mean, we didn't have any of that when we came in. No passwords, no logins, nothing was set up. So we've had to do everything the hard way. It's been really rough. So we appreciate the citizens being patient with us, because if you call and you ask for something, we're going to do our best to answer your questions, but understand sometimes we're going to have to say, I'm not sure, but I will get back to you, because that's kind of where we're at right now. We're having to figure it out the hard way. So please be patient with us as we kind of get our traction here. But I'm appreciative of everybody out here that has really contributed to the teamwork, and it has been teamwork. We've all been working together to
We
make
share
this
our
work.
stresses, is what she said.
Yes. And maybe drive our servers with sugar.
Each and every one of us.
And thank you so much, Sherry, for giving us the kindness and truly compassion of coming into this government and learning it. She's been there to take a lot of questions and then share stuff with as it comes in. So truly thank you. So public input, 2 minutes. We love voices.
Yeah, don't all jump up at once.
Oh, here's the speak microphone. Ever since it went to the side, not the center, nobody wants to come up to it.